Hi everyone, in this video I wanted to go over the yearly DAX and the redesign. It became kind of a tradition that once a year we just change everything on the site, make it more bulletproof, more user-friendly, learn from our mistakes from the past years, check the new other DeFi products, DeFi protocols, DEXs and whatnot that launched in the past year on other chains and kind of compile all our knowledge, all our skill into the new DAX Center version. So I think this is the third iteration of the redesign, the design, and let me quickly browse it to show you what changed and what features we added to make your trading on Cardano the best. So let me disconnect my wallet to actually do it step by step. So you open the platform. If you never use DEX Hunter, you're gonna have a connect wallet button, and that's what you should do. So in this case, I connected Vesper, and if you just want to swap, it's extremely easy. For example, you open search, you type SNEC, you select the token, you type ADA, you swap. That's it. That's it takes you 3 clicks to go from nothing to swap. You input the password, and then that's it. And the first feature I wanted to show you right away, what changed in the swap itself, swap UX, is that now this little sonar thing, little tooltip, is going to follow you whenever you go, and it's actually going to update you on your swap journey. So currently you can see the swap is pending. You can always close it, it's very annoying for you, but it's going to follow any page you go. So for example, if you go back to trans page, it's still there, the swap pending, and it's going to update you as soon as your swap completes. While that's happening, let's go over the other features. Other big change, for example, is the customization of the swap layout. So not only you can resize the orders and chart the way you want it, but you can also hide and show the elements. For example, if I don't want to see the depth chart or swap stats, I can simply hide them. So depth, stats, and for example, I want to see the holders first, so I'm going to drag it, and that's it. So it's fully customized to whatever you want to see, and yeah, make the Hunter yours. But let me reset it real quick. The other thing we redesigned is the order book. Not only we added the new redesign of it, new tooltips and liquidity information, but you can also set the limit orders through the clicking on the chart. Meanwhile, have you noticed the swap completed? So the little tooltip changed to completed status and disappeared. So it follows you wherever you go and makes sure that you know that the swap is completed and when that happened. But on order book now you can browse obviously the to see the depth of the order book, see where the limits are placed, how big they are, and that will help you to decide where to place your limit orders. But also you can click, for example, if I want to sell night at 0.3, I can click on the chart and it's going to automatically create a limit order at 0.3. It works both ways. If you want to set it up this ridiculous price, it's going to also pre-fill it. The same thing you can do from the small order book chart. For example, if you don't want to open the big one, you want to look at the chart, some trading is happening, you can see the order book updating. So for example, I can do the same from here, and it's going to update the limit orders on the price you just set. The other feature that you may not know that DEX Hunter had is the DCA. So for example, you can split your bigger, mostly is useful for big orders, but it really depends. So for example, if you want to buy 1,000 ADA worth of night, you can do it every hour for 24 hours. So for example, instead of buying 24,000, you split it into 24 different orders and it's handled by you automatically. The reason you would do that is to make sure you get the better price in case you think the token is falling, or to just have less of a price impact because other people may trade in between. So you can get perhaps a better price if you do DCA rather than buying it in one candle. The other chart that I want to showcase, the feature, is the loans. So probably not many people knew that we had it, but here you can see the loan chart, loan scatter for SNEC, for example. And I'm not going to go over what health factors means and how to read this chart. But if you just want to get an idea, you just look at the red number. If it's very big, then you know that a lot of selling pressure may be coming soon unless the price improves. So for example, if there would be 1 million of bad loans, basically red numbers means that how many loans are about to expire and they need to be paid back. So if there's a lot of red here, that means it's bad. If there's a lot of green, that means it's healthy. That's all you have to know about the loans chart, but just know that Dex Hunter has it. So it's like a loan aggregation. The other button you may notice is the create alert button. So this is a new feature that we have as pro desktop notifications at the moment. You can set alerts for the price. For example, if I want to be notified if the snack goes 10% up, I can set snack price above 10%, create, that's it. Now I have alert for snack. I can go to left menu bar to check my active alerts, and you can see snack active, price above 0.3. And it's going to notify me as soon as the snack reaches the 0.3 price or above it. The next important feature that we have is in the orders list. So for example, if I'm really interested to track this big wallet, for example, this Phonem Nike guy, so I can do two things. So first of all, I can see his entries on the chart, which helps me understand what is he doing, where is he buying, where is he selling, and what kind of trader he is. But also to quickly check whether it's his order or not. Of course, you can see by the ADA handle, so this is not the best example, but for example, this address N86VL. So it's very hard to recognize it. So I can rename it and add tag, for example, to make it wallet test. And now it's highlighted in yellow, and I can see the name to visually instantly recognize it in the list. For example, if I really want to track it, and it's a very important wallet for whatever reason. I can also change the color of the tracked wallet. If I go to marked wallets, I can see wallet test, and I can click on this circle and make it red. So if it's a very big important wallet, I can make it red and make it instantly visible. The next part is, you may have noticed that Dex Hunter has no ARB filter now. So it wasn't an issue on Cardano, but since night launch, there is a ton of arbitrage volume. And if I untoggle it, let me show you. So basically, half of the orders are arbitrage. So if you really want to see them, if you're curious about being arbitrage, you can untoggle it, but it's toggled now to hide arbitrage orders by default. So for better UX, that's how it is. The next feature is portfolio. So we updated the portfolio view to not only show you your past orders, but also show you the net worth in dollars and ADA, performance, highest token, how much liquid ADA you have, and a breakdown of what are you holding. So you can see it visually in a chart, and also tokens, percentages, all this good stuff. And then there's a little like risk and diversity of the tokens that you have. The good part about this is not only you can see it for your portfolio, but you can see it for any portfolio. Let me find somebody who has a lot of tokens. Nope. Let me do that. For example, nobody has any tokens. Let me scroll a bit more. For example, this guy, big trade. Well, anyway, you can find somebody with big tokens, but you can check any wallets if you go to /order/address, and basically it's going to show you not only for yourself, but also for any other wallet you want to track. So let me think if I forgot anything. So there's a lot of other small things like, for example, the portfolio is not only showing on the page, but also in this tab. If you click in the wallet, it's a duplicate view. But if, for example, if you want to watch the token and check your portfolio at the same time, you can do that. The other part is that you can customize the theme of the Dex Hunter now. So if you go from settings, you can see the color theme to show more, or from here to color themes at the bottom, you can select the style that you want of the elements and the colors. So we added a few white themes for the people who are really into white themes, as a special type of people, but now you have it, and then you can customize, for example, if you wanna, one of my favorite ones is the Matrix theme, which is basically it makes you very locked in and show you very bright green color. I can't really look at it for too long, otherwise you become Neo, but yeah, it's you can now customize the themes and colors. So yeah, that's really about it. Yeah, I think that's about it for kind of a basic overview of the new features. In the next video, I really wanted to go over the previous designs and the comparison of how the new design happened and why we chose certain elements and how did it kind of unfold. Because just if you have never used Dex Hunter, or if you have, so I'm going to just show you. So this is how it looked before. It was much simpler. It basically had the same features, but they're very hidden and very poorly displayed. So, for example, if we just compare it side by side, the night page, you can see that well, there's a lot of changes, but also the elements are quite similar. The layout and the contents are quite similar, but they look drastically different. So I wanted to go over just for, for a showcase of how we think about those things, and maybe it's going to be interesting for any product and designers, people out there to, check how we decided to make certain changes and why and what happened. So it's interesting for me, maybe it's going to be interesting for you, but that's for the next one. But yeah, that's about it, how to trade and how to use X Hunter in 2026, and yeah, see you in the next one.